back in live. Clacking on.
Oh yeah. What's up? Yeah, Ben's finally back from his long vacation. Welcome back.
It's just a matter of time before I leave again.
Oh, of course.
This time, it didn't come back empty-handed. Oh wait, we should have named it, what were you gonna call it last time?
Call what?
Grind Sesh.
Oh, sure. Well, I figured we'd wait, like, because this is gonna be more for the YouTube videos, right? So we'll wait for the, like, if we do or say something that happens to be really funny or relevant to the thing, you're like, we got a title.
It's the Grind
That
Sesh.
kind of a thing. Yeah. Well,
Also,
I mean, Grind Sesh is a good working title for now.
Not enough time has passed to make these enemies not be annoying.
Right, yeah. I forgot that was gonna be. I was just gonna ask you what we're doing, but yeah, that's what it is. Grind Sesh.
Damn.
Alright, well, Discord, but I mean, not Discord. I was loading up Discord just to talk to people on there. But anyway, fucking Circuitry better show up today because she wanted this Grind Sesh.
Oh, yeah, that was by request. I was just going to do this offline because I thought no one's interested in this.
I'm gonna bug her.
This is purely for Circuitry's enjoyment. And, I mean, I guess in all fairness, it was actually kind of fun doing that with somebody else. And
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem watching Grind. It's something we all have to do playing RPGs, you know? They sound like their voices are coming through like a lo-fi voice box.
Yes!
Or speaker or something. Oh, good. Finally. My snake lady missed her meal last week because she is in shed. She didn't want to eat. So I've been waiting for her to shed, and she's finally starting the skin off her nose. Hey, what's up, guys? Circuitry, that is the wrong game, but Yubakor, hi.
No.
She makes fun of my Doom, the Doom that I've been playing, because it's like most of the sound bites from like the enemies dying are legit farm animals.
Oh yeah, I mean,
maybe not most, but like a good handful of them.
Mm-hmm.
I know you know. I'm just kidding.
Just a bunch of mooing.
Pretty much, and like camel noises.
Camel noises.
Yeah, the imp noise is straight up a camel, like soundbite from a camel. The death noise from it, not the hiss, but yeah. What if the camels could hiss? That'd be crazy weird.
I don't know. I mean, maybe it can. It spits.
But anyway, yeah, she was finally shedding, and now I can feed her tomorrow. Cause she was just over a week, when she should have eaten last. And she was usually pretty voracious, so I don't like going too long, even though she's gonna be fine. So Grind Sesh 2020. This is probably what we're gonna be doing for for at least a few hours. A couple hours, anyhow.
Maybe at level 60 by the time this is over.
What level are we on right now?
30 and change. Like 31, 32 maybe?
What do you think we need to be at?
It's probably like 35. It was pretty close last time. Like
You think so?
Being too bad. I'll probably give it like a cool 40.
Alright, that's fair enough. Time to whoop San Pellegrino's ass. He of course says.
San Pellegrino.
San Pellegrino's the fancy stuff. I like it, but I'm rocking the nice cheap LaCroix.
Hey, those are good too.
Yeah, I like them too. I mean, they're like $3 for an 8-pack. Whereas the I'll either buy these or Perrier, like the big bottles of Perrier, and they're like 2 for $3, so it's way more expensive for those. It'll taste the same anyhow. Kind of. Actually, I think San Pellegrino does taste a little better. Same. Oh, Bubicore likes it too. Well, so this isn't soda water, it's carbonated water. The soda water is like club soda, or like, isn't that, it has like sugar in it, right? Like, or taurine or something? Grenadine? No, not grenadine, that's the right word. There's some other added stuff to soda water.
Which one are you thinking of?
Like if you were to get like a drink, like a cocktail with soda water in it,
oh.
It wouldn't be sparkling water. It would have some other crap in there, if I remember right.
Yeah, I think it was
tonic water. That's
like
what I'm trying to
water,
say. Yeah.
Torian Legend, what's going on?
Welcome back, Torian. Glad to see you guys right away. We just started.
We did.
Yep. They had missed you, Ben.
It's always nice to hear that. Missed you guys too. Like, I feel like it's been weeks since we played.
I think the last one we did was like 12 days ago.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Why were you on hiatus, Torian? Did you tell us, or did I forget?
Both are possible.
Yeah, they're probably both true at the same time. Oh, it's okay. Ben missed a few streams himself. He was on vacation for a little while, so I took some time off as well. But I did do some. I finished up Doom Plutonia experiment. Just finished a couple days ago. I'm working on the new levels on Doom Eternal still. They're so goddamn hard. Like, it takes forever to get through one section. I just got through this one section that I've been stuck on for like half a week, if not more. Like the like battle arena type situations where you just fight wave after wave of monsters until it's done. Then there's the checkpoint, and it just gets so ridiculous with these new levels. Just longer, more waves and stronger enemies, and it's just chaos. Oh, unless you're gonna do a keyboard and mouse setup with a PS5, I don't even know if you can. Like, I don't like FPSs on controllers. They're just not as accurate or fast. And fast, that is. But I imagine it'll run perfectly fine. The game itself. And I think that there is some kind of setup that you can get for the PS4 for keyboard and mouse.
I'm sure it'll work.
Yeah. I think it's some. Oh, I believe it's Bluetooth only though. Not that that really matters, but I think that's a limitation of it.
Oh, the USB ports don't allow it.
Apparently not.
Interesting.
Well, I'm pretty good with the controller too. It's just that it's just obvious that like keyboard and mouse, it's just there's a lot more you can do with it. You don't have to like screw around with the hotkeys and like holding it like 3 different buttons to access the right gun or whatever. That kind of stuff. And with Doom Eternal, if you're playing it on Nightmare mode, oh my god, you need all the help you could get.
Let me see if I can find a room with more enemies. There's only like 2 of them in this place.
Nice. It is insanely hard. But yeah, Surgery Tree, you're right. There's too many, especially for Doom Eternal. There's too many buttons for Doom Eternal for a game controller. You need a keyboard. But hey, Evil Car, that's a pretty damn good accomplishment, beating Halo on Legendary.
Oh, very impressive.
Pretty damn good.
Why is there nothing here?
I don't even remember this room.
Yeah, remember there was these like annoying flying enemies that you couldn't get around.
Well, where are they? Let's fight those.
Yeah, I guess you kill them once and they're gone.
Wow. It's that magic SSD, isn't it? Star Trek door.
Yeah. Fought the boss. Maybe they're all cleared out, and the only ones that are left are in that room.
That's annoying.
A little bit.
Oh, right. Friggin' Lydia has her skin almost all the way off already. She just started it.
Impressive.
She's like, time to go to work right the hell now. Usually it takes them a little while.
There we go. This was a good room. There's a bunch of guys, if I remember.
Alright.
Oh, so the Evo.
Could you please allow us
Roy and I were talking about that briefly before. I don't know if you guys remember my previous rants about wanting to buy more cars, but over the holiday I did pick up an Evo in San Diego, so I actually drove it back today.
You are +1 Evo.
+1 Evo. So unlike my old one, this is an Evo 9.
Your other one was an 8 or 10, I forget.
8.
Okay, yeah. How many miles did you put on it, that 8?
Ooh.
You had it for a little while.
That 8 had, I want to say like 110?
Yeah, that's not where you got it at though, right?
No. When I bought it, I think maybe it had like 30.
Yeah, that's
like
pretty good though. You
35.
drove the hell out of it.
I had it for
Nice.
a long time.
Yeah.
And then I really only got rid of it when I got the C63.
Mm.
And then afterwards is sort of when they exploded in value.
Lucky you.
Oh no, because I sold it already.
Oh, never mind. Well, yeah, unlucky you.
Whereas this one was not cheap.
And you said the Evos kind of hold their value, don't they?
They seem to now.
Yeah. Right.
But this one only has 76,000 miles on the chassis and a brand new built motor. So the motor has a brand new block, brand new head. I think the only thing original from the original motor that was in there are the valves. Everything else was replaced and upgraded. So that only has 5,000 miles on the motor.
Check it out, it's a brand new snake skin. Totally new and complete. Here's the head.
She's free.
She's free and new. Now I can feed her tomorrow. Get big and fat.
Chub snake. No, Jin, no!
Uh-oh.
Nice.
Yeah, see, this is the problem. You're getting your ass kicked by normal enemies. Gotta move her skull back in position so she doesn't crush herself.
No.
I have this skull decoration for, like, it's a hide that she can crawl in and out of, but it rolls around sometimes when she runs into it, so, like, I need to, like, put it down so that it doesn't fall on her and hurt her. She's not the smartest snake.
Oh, poor snake. Oh, so, unlike my Evo, this one does have a ton more power.
Okay.
So it can run on regular pump gas on like 91, since that's what we have here. And it can also run on E85.
Oh, okay.
Which is basically just alcohol.
Yeah. Cool.
So on...
It doesn't hurt the engine?
Will be a long time before my sword can rest.
It was built, converted for it. So
oh yeah,
on 91, it makes 360 at the wheels on pump gas, and on E85 it's 430.
Whoa. That's pretty awesome.
I'm taking you down.
The guy didn't drive it too much on E85 because I guess where he lives there aren't too many of those stations.
I wonder how much that gas is out there. It's probably ridiculous.
I'll have to take a look. I'm actually not sure. The only thing I didn't like about it is he has a Goretti exhaust on it, which is...
He has a what?
It's a brand, a Goretti exhaust.
Okay.
Which is alarmingly loud and obnoxious.
Oh.
So, like, the first thing that I bought, and it actually just got here today, was a baffle.
What's that?
It's just like a thing you stick in the tailpipe and it shuts it up.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say you seem to enjoy changing stuff out on your car, so like, or on your cars, so like putting a new exhaust or a new muffler in or whatever you got to do for the to fix. Shouldn't be too much of a problem for you.
Yeah, there's a few maintenance, housekeeping stuff I want to do to the car first before I start changing too much stuff. Just kind of like order of operations thing.
Sure.
But I was thinking of switching out the entire exhaust altogether. And well, because the one that's in there, it's like a typical stainless steel exhaust.
Yeah.
So it probably weighs I don't know, maybe like 30 pounds, 40 pounds. I'll just replace it with a titanium exhaust.
How much does that weigh? Probably like 20? 10. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Is that much lighter than steel? Or
it's very light.
Stainless
like
steel?
you could probably pick up most of the exhaust with just one hand.
Oh.
Like it feels unnatural. It's super light.
Science metal.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I think tomorrow I'll throw that baffle in there and see what it sounds like.
It's like a big trumpet mute.
Yep. That's kind of what it looks like.
Cool.
Actually, I could get it. Show you.
Okay.
It's downstairs. Hold on a second.
Sure. All right. Yeah, we probably won't accomplish a whole lot of stuff in the game this stream just because it's a grind sesh, but we needed to do it because that boss is kicking our ass. Everybody take a drink while we wait. Or if you have one. Well, it's like 80%? Oh, nice.
See?
Oh yeah, it does kind of look like a trumpet mute. Nice.
And just stick it in the exhaust, screw it in, and quiet it down.
And shut it the hell up.
A little bit.
What's MXC stream? Am I stupid and living under a rock because I don't know what that means? It's quite possible.
Those who lack
Educate
conviction,
yourself.
please stand aside.
MXC used to be on Spike TV.
Oh.
I only watched a few things on Spike TV. American television program. Most Extreme Elimination Challenge. Oh my god.
Awesome.
Yes, I know this shit. Oh no. It was that like ridiculous game show thing where people were just doing stupid shit and being made fun of by really obnoxious Asian hosts, commentators.
Oh, I know that show.
That's basically all I remember about it.
Wait, that was
It
actually
was
a pretty
ridiculous
good show.
dubbing, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was a
Check it
good
out,
show.
guys. That is a great thing to watch if you're having beers with some friends or something.
Absolutely. Oh, also the tint on the car is way too dark.
Oh, it's too dark for almost at Arizona, but California.
Well, it has tint on the front, which like I normally have anyway, but I think it doesn't. But the main reason I have tint is just for UV protection.
Sure.
Like not necessarily about darkness of it, but that goes along with it. But
It would for me.
Like with how dark this tint is, like it's basically rolling probable cause.
Wow.
It's just, oh please, pull me over.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ouch. Well, I guess you'll get that fixed, eh?
Yeah, I'll get that fixed.
Have you done your own tints before?
Nope.
It's kind of difficult, I hear, to do it on your own if you don't have all the good stuff.
I would imagine. I actually wasn't planning on even doing it by myself. Or myself. I was just going to take it to like a proper place.
I figured that's more of a thing you have some other people do. Like if you don't have the proper equipment, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I could probably figure it out. YouTube can help me, but I imagine I'll do a shit job.
Have been exterminated.
Now that I think of it, I guess I really haven't seen tinted cars with tints with like bubbles in them. You know, like how we used to in the 90s and early 2000s, and like the past of that too. Like maybe it doesn't happen as much anymore. Maybe like do-it-yourself tint has gotten better, or people have learned not to do it. So, I don't know.
You bring up a good point, yeah, because it was always in the 90s. I
haven't seen it around anymore.
Where you saw that. One thing with that tint, like it's actually hard for me to see outside.
Wow. That's pretty dark.
So it's dark. Unnecessarily so.
It's like, how much more black could it be?
It's almost like limo tint all around.
Nice, Ubercore. Yeah, that's the plan. We're gonna grind up and kick ass.
Kick ass and chew bubble.
So I think before I move away from the Doom, the Doom 2 engine, I guess it's just the Doom engine, isn't it? They didn't really change anything for the first game. Well, I used new sprites and stuff, but anyway, I think I'm gonna do that nuts.wad map on stream before I move on to another game.
Oh.
Because it's ridiculous. It's like 2 giant rooms and they're full of unreasonable amounts of enemies. Like it literally takes like 45 minutes to shoot them all down.
Actually, I kind of want to watch that.
It's really kind of somewhat annoying though, so I understand if people don't really want to watch it. I'm going to do it anyway though. Because like for the most part in the first room, most of all the ammo that you have to use is bullets. So you have to like chain gun an entire gigantic group of enemies to death with bullets on your chain gun. And it takes forever, and you're just constantly hearing bap 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 from the gun.
No more.
I'm gonna do it anyway because it's cool.
Splat. I do like that sound effect. Like, I mean,
right?
Splat really describes it.
My roommates were just watching 8 Crazy Nights, and remember because you've heard the Adam Sandler comedy CDs too. Do you remember the Whitey stuff?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Whitey in the food court and all that.
Yep.
Yeah. It just made me laugh that like he kept that stupid obnoxious character and put him in a movie, and like it's exactly how you would think that he looked. They like describe him exactly like how they drew him years later in that CD. Sounds exactly the same as the same voice that Adam Sandler does.
I do kind of want to listen to that CD again. That's been ages.
That movie is kind of an anomaly though, because like it's hand-drawn animation, and it's like really good quality professional hand-drawn animation, and it's a goddamn stupid raunchy retarded fucking Adam Sandler movie.
Overestimated enemy threat. My data must
like, why did they put so much money into something so dumb?
Wasn't it you who told me that, like, when he's planning a next movie, he sets like where he wants the movie filmed and with who, and it's like a vacation for like him and his friends, and they just happen to make a movie at the same time, or like something to that effect.
I think I was speculating, like joking, like I said I think it feels like Like, hey, I want to make a movie in Hawaii and bring all my friends, so let's figure out a movie around it. All right, 50 First Dates.
Yep.
It would make sense if that's the way that it went down, you know? I don't know if that actually is the case, but it would be funny if it was.
Sorry. Too hot in here. Turn off.
I will proceed to eliminate the enemy.
Cold out here.
Yeah, well, it was cold before. I turned the heater on. It's too hot now.
Alright, Goldilocks. Found a big. I sifted through my pile of VHS tapes and came up with another smaller pile of donation tapes because I don't need
what
them.
What are you donating?
To the Ark. Oh, what am I donating? Like crappy movies that I've never seen before and don't really have an inclination to ever like randomly pop. Like I'm never gonna be like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna watch that movie, The Jackal, that I had never watched before. That fucking Bruce Willis movie that nobody ever talks about anymore, or ever really ever did talk about. Like I'm just gonna watch Die Hard or Fifth Element or something if I feel like watching a Bruce Willis movie. I just have that movie on VHS because I picked it up from a big truckload of free VHS from like Facebook one day.
Mm-hmm.
I just kept it because it was part of the collection, but now I'm moving and I have reason to slim it down, so it's movies like that, you know.
How much stuff have you gotten rid of so far?
Enough. Like I've been selling off games too, but for the most part I haven't gotten rid of a whole lot of stuff yet. But I will be donating that and a few other like old stuff that I don't really need, and it's not like worth selling. But yeah, we're leaving behind a lot of furniture too, so we're really slimming stuff down. We won't need that big of a truck, I don't think.
Oh, nice.
Which should be nice, yeah, for sure.
Like you're just thinking of getting a U-Haul, right?
We're thinking that all we need, because we have 3 cars between us, and they're all like, none of them are little sedans or anything like that. It's a truck and 2 SUVs. Yeah, furniture is meant to be left behind. especially since all the furniture we have is either like kind of crappy, falling apart, and or free. Like, there's so much stuff that I'm like, I don't even know how I got this furniture here. Like I think I picked it up from the place I lived before the place I lived here, like 2 places ago or whatever. But
Two
anyway,
places
like,
ago.
There's very, very, very little furniture that I currently own that I had paid for, like, new, and I think none of it was ever new. The only things I mean to keep, and circuitry, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna keep the table that I'm currently using, the one that you got from the arcade, that big curved black one with the detachable legs, and all the other tables that I got from the arcade that have the detachable legs that I use for my snakes. Those are like the only pieces of furniture I'm keeping besides my bed. Everything else we're just gonna reacquire when we get there.
Do you have a set date yet, or like a move-in date?
No, the other 2 roommates are gonna go out to Arizona in a couple weeks, like halfway through December, and we're choosing here, like before they go, they're gonna go, like we're gonna go through a list of stuff that we want them to check out. So they're gonna go scout some stuff out, basically, yeah.
Oh, nice.
And either try to apply right then and there. I don't know. It depends on like how it works, right? Because like they could sign the lease without me there, or they could sign it like through fax. I don't know. Like we're gonna have to see how it plays out.
Oh.
But either way,
I mean, you could always be added later.
Yeah.
For some reason,
that's
an issue,
true. But like we're worried that like if I'm not there initially, we won't get approved. because it's like, you know, everybody's joining together with the credit situation, and mine would be a help, not a detriment. So yeah, we're gonna take care of that, and then hopefully by the time we move out, which will be a day or two before New Year's Eve, that we'll have something lined up and ready to go.
Oh, kind of exciting. You moved into your new place exactly on New Year's Day or something.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible.
How long's the drive?
It's like, well, let me look at the map here. Yeah, circuitry. We can't afford to pay double rent, like, for a whole month.
Yeah, that's the part that sucks.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
If I could, I definitely would, but hell no, I can't.
Because yeah, I've had things not always overlap.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, so we have to take the route that takes us under the mountains. And,
Through Moria?
What?
What?
What'd you say?
Through Moria.
Through... That's we can't pass over the mountains, let's go under them. Nice. We have to go south of the mountains. But that's a 13-hour, 8-minute drive. But we're gonna have to drive slower than the fucking speed limit because we're towing all that stuff. And yeah, because the truck that we're having is probably gonna have like a box trailer behind it. So we're gonna have to go a little slower, and then add in all the piss breaks and getting gas and food and all that. It's gonna probably take it up to like 16 hours, something like that, I would think.
Brutality.
Yep. You pay a deposit and have a later move-in date. That's some big brain stuff. I don't know if we're adult enough for that around here.
You can do that too.
I didn't even know that. No.
No, yeah. I mean, just saying like, hey, I'll move in on this date, and they might ask you for a deposit.
Hmm. Well, a lot of the places we're looking at have pretty lenient stuff, like no application fees or no. Well, I guess that's all I've really seen so far, but we're not too worried about it. We'll find something.
Jesus.
Pop.
Pop.
What are you gonna do when you can't say fuck this place? I'm gonna say fuck that place anytime I think or have to talk about Denver. Think about or have to talk about it.
Such hatred.
Yeah!
Release your anger. Yes.
Looks like I was judged.
See, you need to level up. You're getting your ass kicked.
That did like freakish amounts of damage.
Was he on a critical roll or something like that? Critical roulette?
Oh, I don't know.
Opposite of Disneyland is Denver. They don't call it the best place on Earth, they call it the happiest place on Earth. But, I take your point. The miserablest place on Earth.
Oh, no.
There you go.
Is it really that
Dude,
bad?
it sucks. People are ridiculous here. They suck.
Would it be any better in Phoenix?
Ideally. They have in and out there. I can deal with them people a lot better. Just put me in my happy place.
Acceptance criteria. Presence of in and out.
Yeah, this place is just like hippie liberal central. And I guess it kind of is for you too, isn't it?
Here?
Being out in the Bay Area, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different kind of hippie though, I think.
I don't know what would be like a common hippie here.
Do they have what is known as wooks out there? Do you know what that is?
Yes.
Okay. Is that a thing that exists out there?
That is a thing.
Yeah, okay, we have those out here too.
See, I think the common... So, you've seen that South Park episode where they have to go to San Francisco, and Cartman has to go to San Francisco, and he has to wear this, like, biohazard suit because there's all the smugness.
That's an older one, right?
Yeah, that's an older one.
And Kyle does acid with his cousins or something like that?
Yes? I think so.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, I saw it a long time ago. I barely remember it. But yeah, I remember the smug. And they're like, everyone's like smelling their own farts, and it's like, oh my god, amazing, right? Yeah. Yeah, I do remember that.
So, that's kind of San Francisco.
Okay, yeah.
Like, some of the most memorable things that I remember, one I might have told you already, the guy that threw a burger at the side of the pub that I was sitting at.
What the hell?
And then, it almost seems like people have extreme emotional reactions to things that they probably shouldn't have such a strong reaction to.
Okay.
Like, if that makes sense. So, I can explain the burger thing.
Overreacting is very American.
I can explain the burger thing, but one other story that was also just beautiful was this guy, I'm at some, like, coffee shop. Like, honestly, it might have even been Starbucks or, like, Pete's. It was just, like, a nothing coffee shop. I was, like, in between something, and I think I just wanted to get a cup of coffee. So, I ordered whatever I was going to order and just kind of, like, hanging out, waiting for my drink. And the guy that's behind me, I feel like he had his own mug or something, and he ordered whatever he ordered. Like, I wasn't paying attention to what he was doing until he sort of started flipping out. But the girl didn't ask him if he had his own mug or something. Like, I mean, I guess that's a thing.
Oh, okay.
But he, like... It seemed like he was distraught because when his drink got served to him, it was like in your typical cardboard Starbucks cup thing.
But my mug!
Well, it was that, and then he was like super upset because it was destroying the environment. Which, I mean, like, if he does have his own mug, it's like, sure. But it legitimately looked like...
to have a tantrum out of it.
He was about to have a tantrum, and I feel like it ruined his day. And I was like, buddy...
People are ridiculous, man.
You need to...
Let's go have a few shots. I don't think I was going to bring this up, but we're already kind of on the topic, because, I don't know, maybe I did kind of a jerky thing, but I feel like it's overall, it was kind of benign, so I went to the grocery store.
What's that subreddit page, or, like, am I an asshole?
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Am I an asshole? Here's your story begin. I come out of the grocery store and I drive through the Target parking lot to get out the exit that I want to use, and I see this guy. It's this short guy with shorts and sneakers and a jersey and like a short, like, little military cut, and he's like a shorter guy, and he comes stomping out with like just the most angry looking face on his face expression on his face, and he had nothing in his hands. It looked like he didn't even get what he probably like didn't find what he wanted or something. But like he looked like he was just a little boy, like stomping around having a tantrum.
Oh, no.
And he's like, we make eye contact, and I just burst out laughing at him because of his the look on his face, and like he's by the store entrance. I'm in my car. I'm rolling. You know, I'm moving. I'm going a little slow so I don't run anybody over. I see him. He sees me. I laugh, and he does like the that thing where you like jerk forward a little bit, like say, "We want to fight me," and like the audacity of it. Like, you want me to get out of my car and come like 15 yards over to you so we can fight? That's hilarious. I start laughing harder and drive off, and he chases me. He chased me out of the fucking parking lot.
What?
It's hilarious. And I didn't even like have to go faster to get away from him. I just went as fast as I normally would have.
Oh. Don't antagonize
people. Are ridiculous.
People.
I didn't mean to. It was just funny. I didn't like laugh and like point at him like, "Ah, you're stupid." I was just laughing to myself.
I see it. Yeah.
So like,
poor guy.
Like 20%, I'm an asshole. I will grant. But this guy way overreacted, and it was hilarious.
Poor guy. That was a little similar to the hamburger incident. So
yeah.
there's this pub in San Francisco that I like going to pre-COVID, and I don't remember what I was doing. I was there early. Like I think I was meeting someone, and it was maybe like 5, like it had just opened or something. So there's like nobody there. And I'm sitting at the bar and I'm talking with the bartender, and like this guy comes in and he wants to order a burger, but he wants the Impossible Burger.
Okay.
So like whatever, they place the order, and then like it gets delivered to him. Like he's sitting outside the restaurant, like on this little patio. So after he gets the burger, like a few minutes passes, and then he comes in and he's like super upset, and the bartender's still talking to me, and there's nobody else there. So it's like, that's why I hear it, because it's like me and the bartender's in front of me, and we're just chatting.
Right.
So he's like super upset that this isn't the Impossible Burger. And the bartender like looks at the ticket. He's like, "Yep, that's what you ordered." It's like, "This is the Impossible Burger."
Could you please?
And then he says something. It's like, "Oh no, it's not." And I was like, "What is happening?"
Okay.
And then me as like a smart ass, I'm like, "How can you tell? It's impossible." But
maybe it's the impossible to accept burger.
He disregards me. He doesn't acknowledge what I said. So he goes back outside, and then like me and the bartender kind of like look at each other like confused, and the bartender kind of settles. And then a few more seconds pass, and there's just like this crash outside. And I'm like, "What was that?" So I didn't go out, but the bartender went out and came back eventually and told me what happened. But apparently he threw the plate and the burger at the side of like the wall of the restaurant. And like ran away.
Burger rampage.
But again, like crazy, just anger over
over the dumbest stuff,
like odd things.
When I worked at Dairy Queen, fucking million years ago, it was my first job. The normal like protocol at a Dairy Queen, it probably is the same now. They have the vanilla, they have the chocolate, and they have the swirl soft serve ice cream. And when you come up and you ask for a dip cone, the standard is vanilla dipped in chocolate. So if someone says I want a cone dipped in chocolate, I will say vanilla dipped in chocolate or chocolate dipped in chocolate, so that I can clarify, what is what they want, because it's not always the same, because people don't always understand how English works. So one dude comes up, he orders a chocolate dip cone. I say, you want vanilla dipped in chocolate or chocolate dipped in chocolate? And he says, yeah, chocolate. That was his response. And so I was like, okay,
chocolate like dipped in chocolate. Dipped in chocolate.
Yeah, that's it was not a really good response, but that's the best I could work with. And so I gave him that, and he takes a bite, and he's like, I wanted vanilla dipped in chocolate, but I didn't order this. And I was like, I asked you, and you said chocolate, and he didn't say, well, fix it, or he didn't say, well, I'll you know, could you fix it or anything like that. He just walks out, turns and walks out, and on the way out one of the tables, he just plops it upside down right onto the table, and continues out. I'm like, what in the goddamn hell?
I feel bad. Like, they're obviously unhappy about something. Like, I can't imagine like the burger, the chocolate, and
yeah, that
like, the
wasn't
coffee.
It was the last straw for something,
like,
but it wasn't the whole situation.
There must be like things going on in their lives that are just not good.
Yeah. Probably having a bad problem with them being an asshole.
I don't know. Like, I just feel bad for them. But I run across like a lot of people like that. They're just like.
But put yourself in a situation where you're just having a bad. It doesn't even matter. A bad fucking whole 5 years of your past have been just shitty. Nope. Are you ever gonna throw a burger around a restaurant because they got your order wrong? No matter what your situation is, I don't think you will. I think you're a normal, good person that can handle bad times.
I don't know. 5 years of just bad times. I'm not sure what I would do. But I've had bad days and bad weeks, and I've never done anything.
Snapped
like that.
at any like just normal fucking service worker.
No,
I don't think I have.
Not on strangers. I've snapped at my friends. Which
sure.
Not that that makes it better, but
no, but it's less rude, I think, to snap at a friend than to snap at a fucking stranger.
They're like, what's your deal?
Yeah.
The enemies have been exterminated.
Like, friends are who you snap to. Like, who you vent at least.
Mm.
that Firestone situation when I had to go back and tell them they royally fucked up by not putting the oil cap back on the engine. Like apparently I'm very scary when I am completely calm and telling somebody that they screwed up, because like he started getting like super nervous. He told me to calm down when I was like cool as a cucumber the entire time.
Oh, but, circuitry, yes I do.
Yeah, that's right. I thought you did, yeah.
Why do you ask?
She just got one.
Oh, nice. So, this is actually my second one. I'm not 100% sold on their cameras. My first one spontaneously died after maybe like a month or month and a half of use. And I had to send it back for them to basically give me a warranty replacement.
But they did that very easily, though, right? You said the experience was quick?
It was quick. It sounds like maybe there are some issues with it, or some bad batch of them.
I will proceed to eliminate the enemy threat.
Because they didn't really ask too many questions other than if I could describe like what happens. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah.
That's interesting. Is this a new product?
I don't think it's super new, no. Like, I feel like it's probably been around through a few iterations. So I also have this Logitech that I bought in between with while the Kyo was getting replaced. This one was really good. It had a wider angle. But this one hasn't died yet. So I do think maybe whatever I had was just part of a bad batch.
Is that a C922? She asks.
Yep.
So what you guys are saying is that I should not get a C922 or a Kyo when I get my new
Miyuki's doing that.
webcam.
It's not bad
So
at
that's
all.
I guess I didn't use the C9 920 for long enough because the Kyo came in just a few days after.
Mm. Well, if you're ever if you can like test it out and see if it's glitchy or not, and if you don't want it after that, I could buy it off of you.
Sure. How is it? How's it glitchy?
What?
Can you describe how it glitched? Or
Yeah,
how
true. That's a
it
good
would glitch.
good question. It goes 1080p, right?
Yeah.
Hmm. Oh, Circuitry was telling me a little while ago, like I think after our last stream, but it's been a while since we streamed again, that if your refresh rate matches from your webcam matches the game footage, it apparently looks a lot more like pleasing to the eye, kind of on like almost a subliminal level, but like it's just less jarring if it all matches up.
Oh, actually, you would be 100% right about that, because I'm sure it must do some type of pull down, because I think this is capturing at 60.
Yeah. What is it streaming at, do you know? It would be good to figure out all the specifics of that so that we can try and,
Oh, we should probably
adjust it
pick the lowest
accordingly.
common denominator, because the PS2 is going to output at 30 frames a second, so we should just
Okay.
lock everything to 30.
Yeah, okay. There we go. I just had a mental image of us streaming a Sega CD, and then whenever it goes to like full motion video where it's like 5 frames a second, our fucking webcams are like that too.
It's beautiful.
And like 32 colors. That'd be so fucking funny. Oh, she says every time, half the time she plugs it in, it just blinks, lights doesn't work.
Huh.
Yeah, frozen picture. Doesn't work well with an extension cable. Interesting.
That was similar to what my Kyo did.
Were you using an extension cable? Oh. Two.
And it seems like it kind of broke out of the blue. Like, I think it was like literally between a couple of our streams. Like, it worked one day and then it didn't work the other, and
Oh yeah.
I couldn't think
do
of
remember
anything that happened. Like, I didn't try to update it. I don't think there was like any
Come on, let's go.
type of power surge. I mean, it was plugged into USB.
Hmm.
And I think the only thing that happened was like the computer was asleep, and then when I woke it up, it was dead.
It woke up very hard.
Yeah. Friday.
Ow.
But it still detected it as the camera. It's like, oh, a camera's plugged in,
Oh, yeah.
And you could look at it in Device Manager like it knew what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I could uninstall it, and then Windows would reinstall it, and it figured out what it was.
Mm.
But the actual like camera part wouldn't work. So there was just the light on it wouldn't turn on. The little ring light that worked.
Cool.
But any camera functionality of it was dead. And I tried it on Mac, also it didn't work on Mac. I tried it on Linux and it didn't work on Linux.
Mm. Oh, I forgot to. I think maybe you did tell me actually, but what kind of Linux are you using on that laptop?
Ubuntu 20.
What's the difference between that and regular Ubuntu?
Oh no, that's just the version.
Oh, that's the yeah, okay.
Yeah, so
I imagine like a logo of Ubuntu 20 version whatever.
No, it's Ubuntu 20.04.
Okay.
20.04.
All right, cool. Yeah, I guess that's probably what I'm using too, because I just installed Ubuntu onto my little ThinkPad.
Nice.
IBM.
Your orders, Shion?
I have Windows on that laptop too, but that's just for kind of like odds and ends where I need Windows for something and I don't want to use a VM.
Circuitry is a master Arch user and doesn't use Ubuntu.
Arch. Arch for life. I mostly like Ubuntu because either a lot of things are ported to it, or pre-built versions of them already exist. So you can like, oh, install this random piece of software. You're like, oh, Ubuntu has it.
Cool.
Other ones, like at work, we used to use Fedora a lot, and like Fedora just didn't have the same level of support. At my previous job, we used Red Hat. That was...
I've never even heard of that one.
It's like paid Fedora.
Oh.
You get dedicated support.
Fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Circuitry got mad at me when she learned that I'm using Windows for this streaming. She thought I was using Linux this whole time, yeah.
Oh. I would actually kind of like to use Linux for this.
It was just the version of Linux I had on here at the time on this computer. I was having problems even getting Steam to run, and like I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm completely with Linux, so like as soon as you wanted to do this, I was like, oh well, I'll just switch to Windows because like I want it to work. I don't want to have to stumble through learning a OS just to do a thing.
You should be able to pick up Linux pretty quickly, okay?
Yeah, Ubuntu is super fucking intuitive.
Yeah.
And even when it's different from Windows, all you gotta do is look up how something is done online, and it's really easy to follow the instructions.
Oh, and see, that's another reason. Like, literally, how to blank with Ubuntu or in Ubuntu, and you're gonna get 1.5 million explanations.
Yeah, that's why I was so happy for my friend that I gave that computer to with Ubuntu on it, because he doesn't really know computers all that well. So like all he has to do is just do that with Ubuntu, like whatever it is, how to open a program. It'll tell you. This is the advantage, like Ubuntu.
Ubuntu.
So
Multiple
Ubuntus. That would only be if it was called Ubuntus, I guess.
Kind of like that name better.
The Ubuntus among us. I taught him the shutdown command in the terminal, and he's like, "Oh my God, hacker man status! I'm in it."
Like,
was fun.
Just typing shutdown or halt?
Yeah, yeah, no, just shut down. That's all it is. And I'm just like, all right, so type shut down and hit enter. And now look at that. See, it said in like the next minute your computer will shut down. He's like, fucking cool. And I'm like, yep. I mean, it's one of the many commands.
He's learning.
Yeah, it was just amusing to see somebody so like enamored with the basic shutdown command.
I remember my first command line shutdown.
Sometimes it is wiser to retreat.
So at work, I have like my Linux desktop, and then usually I connect to like other pieces of hardware, which like those also run Linux through like a terminal.
Yep.
And I feel like this has maybe only happened like 2 or 3 times, but sometimes I want to like reboot a piece of hardware because I did whatever and I need to reboot it.
Sure.
But I'm in the wrong terminal, and it's like a terminal for like my actual computer.
Oh.
And I'll just type in reboot, and then it reboots. Like, God damn it!
That's why that shutdown command's great, because it gives you a little bit. You can type the shutdown, the R, and it'll stop. Or cancel. Is it C? I forget. I can't remember.
I never cancel. It's going down no matter what. But yeah, so I've done that.
That's
a couple times.
annoying.
Yeah, and they're like, oh shit.
I bet you lose a lot of work that way.
No, like stuff is saved. So.
Oh, okay. Well, good.
Like usually the most critical thing that I feel sad about is that I can't get my browser tabs back.
Oh, it doesn't save them when it automatically.
It usually should.
Closes it to reset.
Like sometimes it doesn't.
It does for me on Windows Chrome,
just sad.
but that's like I'm not trying to give Windows any credit for anything because that should be standard.
Sometimes it gets confused and it doesn't. But no, I
think Windows sometimes fucks up too.
I take pride in my like 50 tabs that are open, and sometimes multiple browser windows with 50 tabs.
How do you do that? I can only handle like 3 to 5 tabs, and like I'll separate one window for one tab if I need to. The second window never gets extra tabs.
Sometimes that's how it intends to start with, because like, okay, I want to find this window quickly, so I'm just going to open it as a new window. But then it's a slippery slope, and I just start putting tabs there.
Oops. And I just start putting tabs. I can't stop myself.
Yeah, I can't stop myself. So then I'm just like overflowing with tabs.
Oh, you disable it circuitry, but it comes back?
Wait, disable what?
Oh, never mind. Okay, no, she disables persistent browser tabs.
Oh. I wanted to keep the browser tabs.
Yeah, no, I keep it on too. I liked it because, like, yeah, sometimes I have to reset the computer too, and I don't think about like closing the browsers so that I can like save the bookmarks or whatever. I don't know. I like it just to be there.
I feel like there's like these tabs I might go back to them, so they just stay open.
I just don't want them to disappear on their own. I want to consciously be like, okay, now never show yourself again. Go away.
Never going back to this page.
Run away and never return.
I feel like it's like a digital form of hoarding.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. People's desktop icons can be atrocious too.
Oh, I actually usually try to have no desktop icons.
0?
Like maybe 4.
Oh wow. Mine can get kind of bad because like I have all the shortcuts to most of the programs I use, like, and a lot of games. But then I also save random documents and pictures to the desktop. So that builds up, but as soon as I get like 1 or 2 extra columns, I'll like throw it into a crap folder, you know?
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah. But it does build up a little bit, so it's like, oh my god, it's time to clean up. Like, I literally have a folder just called Internet Poop, and that's what I throw that stuff into.
Internet.
Is she on?
I could do that on Ubuntu, too.
You can make folders, yeah, sure.
No, circuitry. Give me Windows grief. Because she uses Arch.
I think that's fine. They're all the same.
I only use my goddamn Palm Pilot, my pager. I haven't seen what level we're at. Whereabouts are we?
I think inching towards mid-30s.
Cool. Ouch. So I'm thinking of getting the Angry Video Game Nerd Deluxe package on Switch. There's it's like $15. You get the first 2 games and they're remastered, and then once you beat both of them, you get like a short 3rd episode.
Oh, I'd get that.
Yeah. It's only $15, yeah. It's definitely worth it. I played a little bit of the first game, the original one on PC, and it's hard. It's hard as goddamn fucking balls. But they toned it down a little bit as part of the remake because enough fans were like, "This is unreasonably hard. You need to tone it down a little bit here." So they did.
Is that hard?
Have I played 3? The 3rd episode? No, I haven't played it. I'm waiting to get it.
Still alive.
Oh, the 3rd episode of this series. Yeah, I haven't. Ben has though. We're gonna get there after we finish this one.
Oh yeah. We've been going through
Worthy opponent.
all of the Xeno games. Yikes.
By the way, hi King Do19.
Welcome to the stream.
Indeed.
Are you a Xenogears Xenosaga fan?
Xeno everything.
Why, thank you.
Hey, hey.
You're waiting for Dreamcast 2? Woo! Don't hold your breath. We have a better chance of building one amongst them ourselves.
We should do it. I think I've talked about this before because Circuitry's brought up Dreamcast 2 before, and I probably went into talking about the Keith Apicary song for Dreamcast 2. It's awesome. Everybody should listen to it because it's great.
Oh, nice. Yeah, definitely if you can get your hands on them, the games have become pretty rare, and if you do find them somewhat expensive. But if you can get Xenogears for the original PlayStation and play through that and then move on to Xenosaga, they're not necessarily connected, but it's sort of same company.
You'll want to play them all just because it's more Xeno stuff. If you like it. But yeah, as soon as we finish this one, we're one of our other someone in the channel, Ubicore, he said that we're about 80% through this game, so as soon as we finish here, we're gonna jump into episode 3.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what's that? The subtitle for that episode? It's like Deus Ex Machina.
No, I don't remember what it is in German.
Zarathustra?
Yeah. It's
yeah, there it is.
Such Zarathustra spoke or something like that.
Oh, that one, okay.
Except it's in German.
Zarathustra!
Well, that's a proper noun, so it doesn't really change.
Whatever.
Will be a long time before my sword can rest.
You've been playing Sola Torobo. I never heard of it.
Oh! Yeah, I haven't
Have
heard
you
of it.
Sola Torobo?
Uh-uh. It's made by Monolith Soft?
I'm definitely glad they chose some music that is not getting annoying, like through this hour grind, going on to an hour and a half almost.
This is a good point.
Because there's been some pretty annoying music that we've had to suffer through in these games. Most of it's good music, I will say that, but there's sometimes with these long labyrinth sections where we're either stuck trying to figure something out or we're doing a little bit of grinding or whatever. It can get annoying. It's dogs and cats and other animals. It's pretty similar, apparently, though. It's a game for the DS.
Oh. I'll check it out.
Do you really think this is a good idea?
I think it's a fantastic idea.
The best. Ooh. Is he an Animorphs? Because that's cool. Man, every time we stream, we get one of these stupid, fucking, whatever they called, bot things. Ban! I've gotten one of those things both times I was playing Doom, the last 2 times.
I think it's pretty common.
Really? Goddamn bots. They call them a hybrid. Hybrid. Get him!
Dead.
I watched the preview, or the game trailer, whatever you call it, for the Xenoblade Chronicles, and it looks pretty awesome, honestly.
Yeah?
It's pretty action-packed.
So predictable.
We can move on to those eventually.
Mm-mm. Eventually, no, we have to do all of them in one continuous arrow.
Oh god. I want to play some Panzer Dragoon Saga.
Oh, hell yeah.
Some sweet, sweet Saturn action.
I was just watching something. What was it? Oh yeah, that video that I sent you about emulating on the new Xbox. Did you see all of that video? Yeah, they emulated Panzer Dragoon on it, and it was like flawless. Yeah, that's cool as hell. Because apparently it was really hard to get the Saturn emulator to work on like whatever hardware was available at the time up until now.
Well, the emulator that they put on there, shit, what was it called? I actually have it running on my Pi.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't remember the name.
Crap. Yeah, because I configured my Pi so Dolphin? No. Dolphin,
for, like,
that's
everything.
the N64 emulator.
I think it was one emulator that ran like everything, wasn't it?
Yeah, you basically get like separate packages for it. It's super popular. Like, I feel ashamed that I forgot the name. But I have it on my Raspberry Pi, and it has like just about every emulator. Though you're right, that Saturn emulator doesn't work well.
Wiser to retreat.
It has some type of memory leak, so it gets worse and worse the more hours you play.
Yeah, I think that's what he said in the video, that there was some
and it
floating decimal or something.
Crashes. I meant to take a look at the code to see if it's like how difficult it would be to track down what's leaking.
But it runs the other systems pretty well. The Pi.
Yeah. I have one of the newer Pis, so it's pretty beefy.
Beef pie.
Beef Pi.
I've got one of those.
I put a fan and a
pies
heatsink
that are-
on it and
what?
overclocked
You
it.
been what?
I
said
put a
what?
fan and a heatsink on it and overclocked it.
Nice. That's funny.
Well, I think it came clocked at like 700 megahertz, or maybe the newer ones are clocked higher. But it has a Broadcom chip on there, and I was like, I know this chip can do better than that.
I've got a Pi that's like put into a Super Nintendo cartridge, and like it plugs into the TV that way.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah, I never messed with it. It was just something that someone gave me at the arcade. But apparently, I think it's just got the Super Nintendo emulator on it. I think that's all it is. But I should plug it in one day and check it out. Not that I would ever use it. I've got a real Super Nintendo with the freaking EverDrive on it, so it's all good.
Oh, Jen, you're just getting mutilated.
Ouch.
But yeah, the Raspberry Pi does run the games very well, and the emulator software is actually pretty versatile. So I have a Wi-Fi USB adapter for it, and I have all of the ROMs like on my NAS, and the Raspberry Pi has it mapped as a network drive.
Wow.
So it just pulls them from there, or I can put some on like on a USB and just like plop the USB into it. But definitely anything like NES, SNES, Genesis, like all those emulators run great.
Yeah, I would imagine that they would.
PlayStation runs great. I don't know if I bothered anything with PlayStation 2.
Can you save games well with that? Does it like, I mean, because with PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, you have to have memory cards and such.
Yeah, it just creates like a virtual memory card.
Okay, it knows.
Yeah.
Cool. Sweet.
But I was mostly excited about Sega Saturn and playing the Saturn games. So this was before you gave me your Saturn. And I was like, it's basically impossible to get a Saturn.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's not impossible, but it's you're gonna pay more money than you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enemy analysis complete. They are insignificant.
So I'm definitely gonna have to do a lot of research on to become like proficient in navigating the desert out there. Mostly so that I don't get eaten by fucking venomous things that want to kill me out there. Like there's like 6 different kinds of rattlesnakes in Arizona.
That seems to make sense.
You gotta watch your shit out there. Although, like, not everything's like out to get you, but like the friggin' tarantula hawk wasp or whatever it's called.
I don't know what that is.
Those are out there, and that's like the second most painful sting that insect can give. But they're not very aggressive. They kind of fuck off and stay on their own. But so yeah, you just learn what you're dealing with. Yeah, fuck those things. Like I'm gonna want to learn which scorpions to be wary of, you know, which ones aren't gonna kill me and which ones might make me sick. That kind of stuff.
All the scorpions.
Definitely, main concern I think is snakes accidentally coming too close for a rattler. Got to learn how to identify them in the camouflage that they are very camouflaged in.
Are you just gonna be like trekking through backcountry?
I don't know what it's gonna be like. I'm really having to.
How often do you anticipate running into those things?
They're like everywhere. They're all over the desert. Zero scorpions are venomous enough to kill you in Arizona, but I mean, like, still, like, even the bark scorpions will make you sick a little bit, right? They'll fucking give you a fever, I think. Pretty sure that's what I read.
Could you have an allergic reaction to it?
You can, yeah. It's if you're allergic to it, you'll go into anaphylaxis.
Yeah, that seems like that might be more of a valid concern because you're like, if someone tells you, it's like, oh, that's not gonna kill you from like venom, but
right,
you don't know how you'll react to it.
Yes, as far as I know, I'm not allergic to anything like that. I've been stung by a bee, but I mean that's kind of. You have to be stung by it usually first to create the allergy. Like, you're not just born allergic a lot of times.
I think I've only been stung by a bee
Your orders,
once.
Shion?
Me too.
So who knows? Maybe now I'm allergic to them.
Yeah, it might be a good idea to get an allergy test for like just a bunch of various stuff before I go traipsing off into the desert.
That can't hurt.
Don't be a wuss, just sleep with some bark scorpions. Just leave them in your bed. I'll just I'll just throw them in my sleeping bag and just see what happens. It's fine. But I imagine I'm probably gonna need like a black light flashlight for a UV flashlight for finding the scorpions, and then also a normal flashlight, which you would want it anyway just to see your way around. But like most of the snakes that you want to watch out for, and a lot of like spiders and stuff, they have reflective eyes, so you can catch them in the light if you shine the flashlight at you. If you shine the flashlight in directions, like cat's eyes.
Bring some EpiPens with you and just stab yourself with them.
Indeed. Definitely gonna buy some proper boots before I go out there. Like, I don't... Maybe I'll wind up with a pair of actual cowboy boots. I don't think so, but like fucking calf boots that go all the way up to your knee, you know, like, because that's... They're important. You don't want to get bit on the fucking leg by some fucking rattler that you didn't even know it was there.
You should get thigh-high boots.
What? Thigh-high boots? I'll just be like this. I don't even know, but that would be hilarious.
Just creepy weirdo tramping through the desert in thigh-high boots.
My knees are tired. Well, I mean, I don't know how dense they are. It's my mind kind of running a little bit rampant, circuitry. But it just seemed like the freaking documentary that I watched, it made them seem like they were around every corner. And I know that they're not, but I want to be prepared enough to know that, like, you know, like, to know to, like, not fuck around with a whole bunch of loose rocks, you know, take the path that doesn't involve that, and learn the patterns that they leave in the sand and all that kind of stuff. Like, it's better to be over-prepared than under-prepared for that kind of thing. But yeah, I imagine if it was crawling with snakes, like literally like Burmese python problems, you probably would have never left Arizona.
Just snakes everywhere.
Grinding away. Lizards are a lot more easy to deal with. Not exactly easy to catch, but it's a thing.
I'm counting on you, Jin.
Taking him out.
Yeah, getting a little bit more proficient at it.
Nah, that's mostly the trap that I set off before I started the fight.
Shush! Shush! We're making progress. That did help though, of course. I'm sure there's a healthy supply of desert spiders and such out there too.
Yeah. Hate spiders.
We have a couple of tarantulas and a wolf spider at the house, or at the apartment.
I've held a tarantula once. That's hilarious.
I kind of want a vinegaroon.
Come on, let's go.
What's that?
It's the whip scorpion.
Oh.
They're apparently really non-harmful. Like, they don't even really pinch you all that hard if they do decide to bite. And they're non-venomous. They're just kind of big, ugly, scary looking, not actually that scary because they don't do anything. Like Scorpion, but not really a scorpion. It just has that whip. Oh, it can
Could you please allow us
squirt like this acid on you that smells like vinegar too.
Fascinating.
Yeah. But that's only if it like gets freaked out, which it usually doesn't. Not that I think I would ever handle it very much. It's just looks like a big horrible thing that doesn't actually do anything. I like that.
A big horrible thing that does nothing.
No, it's just a big softie. Jesus.
Really hurts shit on a lot.
Like, the first shot put her down. He emptied the entire clip into her.
It's excessive. Not necessary.
Come on, let's go.
We're going.
Have you seen the new Unsolved Mysteries?
Yes?
Yeah? Did you like it?
Is there 1 or 2 seasons?
I think there's 2.
Then
Yeah, they're
I
not.
think
There's
I
not
might
a
have,
whole lot
'cause
of
I-
episodes collectively, though. What?
Yeah, I remember watching it pretty recently, so I think I just watched season 2.
Yeah, I like it.
I liked it.
Not as good as it used to be because like the host was so goddamn good, so good that they decided to not even have a host the second time. But I don't know. There was like some like creepy overtones that they always kept constant through the first series of that show, and it's kind of not really there. I don't think. In this one,
In the second season?
like it's just yeah, no, in the second series, like the reboot.
Oh. I thought it was still there.
It just didn't feel it as much. Like the subject matter itself is mysterious and unsolved. Yes, it technically fits, but I don't know. Like it always. Maybe it was just because I was a kid, I guess, but it always kind of felt more scary to me back then.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, maybe it's a time and place type of thing.
Yeah. And then I started watching, I can't remember the name of it, but it was like those cold case files, the forensic files stuff.
Okay.
Show that's on Netflix. There's like a ton of that show. So that stuff's pretty damn creepy. And they lean into it, and it does its job.
Do you remember the name of the one you're watching? Because I think there's quite a few.
I could look it up, I suppose.
I could use a new show.
It's an older show.
Like, I mean, unless it's actually Cold Case, because I've seen that show.
I forget what it was called. I'll look it up. Forensic Files Collection.
Oh, yeah, okay. I
Yeah.
know of it, but I never watched too much.
There's 9 collections. Each collection is at least 30 episodes. Most of them are 40.
Wow.
2 or 48. Yeah, there's a crap load.
Should hold you over for a bit.
No kidding. Although it's distracting me from Star Trek.
Oh, how's that going?
Yeah, I haven't watched Star Trek in a little while. I'm still on the 2nd season of it, TNG.
Gave up.
I didn't give up. I'm just taking a break. I can only do sci-fi so long before I gotta do some like horror or something or anime.
Oh, so my sister and I she heard of this show and she told me about it and we watched a few episodes. Monsterland on Hulu.
I have heard of it.
It's really good. Each episode's an individual story.
Oh, it's a completely new story every time?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, nice. Is it a whole hour long, or is it half an hour?
I want to say it's an hour.
It just feels like it should be if it's a new story every time, I just think. It kind of rushed if you have to introduce stuff all over again every time for 25 minutes. I'll check that out, though.
Monsterland was good.
I saw a couple of the episodes of the new Animaniacs. I thought it was actually pretty funny.
Oh, they remade it?
Yeah.
Oh.
They got a new season with all the original voice actors.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Well, not every single last one of them, because they cut some of the segments out. Like they don't do the Good Feathers or Chicken Boo or fucking Slappy Squirrel or any of that. It's just the Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain. But all the same people are there, and like they were like very meta and fourth wall breaking, and you know they're political even too back in the day, and so they're back at it.
I'll have to check it out.
It's not amazing. It's still like a kid show, but they kind of made it for both like kids today and people now that watched it back then.
Okay.
Definitely pretty funny.
Damn it, Shion. You failed.
Oh, you know what I watched today for the first time? I'd never seen it before and didn't know how fucking good it was. Wishmaster.
Wishmaster?
Yeah, that old horror movie.
Yeah, that's super good.
I didn't know. I just thought it was some crappy B horror movie. No, it was so good. The freaking effects were top notch. I want to watch the rest of them.
Wishmaster's really good.
Came out in 1997. It was by Wes Craven. I didn't know that. I thought it was just some crap.
It's a negative. It's very good.
That's a negative there, yeah, for sure. I love like how creative and off the wall it got with its special effects. Like things happen for like zero reason, and it's completely gory and amazing. Nice. Have you seen the sequels?
A long time ago.
Do you remember if they were good?
I remember liking all the Wishmasters that I watched, but I think it was like back on VHS.
Sure.
So it was a very long time ago.
My roommate had seen them. He says that they get worse as the sequels go on, like most horror movies do. But I don't mind. Like I expect movies like that to be really bad and cheesy, so like I'm okay with it when they are. And then when it's really good, it's you know, that's an unexpected bonus. Like the Hellraiser starts off really good. The first two movies are very good, and then it gets ridiculous and more ridiculous. And then it doesn't even take very long for them to do the Jason X version of Hellraiser, and it's only the fourth movie where they go to space.
Oh, that's right.
But actually, that one's actually a lot of fun. I like that one, but it is dumb. It is definitely dumb.
What are his little buddies called?
Cenobites?
There you go. That's what it is.
He's a Cenobite as well. I used to put the first movie on at the arcade, and Circuitry would get annoyed because she hates seeing the bloody Uncle Frank.
Oh,
She's like, it's fucking gross. I don't want to see that.
that's pretty gross.
Fine, I'll put on Muriel's Wedding or something.
Yeah, I would say Hellraiser is like a pretty gross movie.
Pretty good. Do you like that one?
No, I think it's good, but it's like pretty gross.
Oh yeah, it's gross, sure, but it's not as gross as some horror movies today. I like the second one a lot too. I think it's almost as good as the first.
I haven't seen them in a long time either. Those could warrant a
The enemies
rewatch.
have been exterminated.
Yeah, it's worth the rewatch for sure. Just because of the practical effects are even better. Like the skin suit, the on Frank, they put it on Julia instead in this movie, and it's you know, a few years have gone by, so it's just a little bit better. And I think she wears it a little better. Like she's just well, maybe not wears it better, but like she's a better character. So you just get more of that kind of thing, and it's just better. Plus Kirsty's still in it, and she's a good actress too.
What about Lawnmower Man?
Sometimes it is wiser to
I only saw the first one.
I think
And I only saw it a long time ago.
same here. I think I've seen
I think
the
you
other
saw
ones.
it. Wait, go ahead.
I think I've seen the other ones. I don't know if I told
really?
you about them or I brought one over or what the deal was.
I think our past history with Lawnmower Man was just that I showed you the first one. I don't remember you ever showing me any of them.
No, I remember seeing it before I met you.
Oh, okay.
Or seeing one of them.
Alright. Well, I don't remember you ever showing me one. But I know that I had seen the first one on my own, and I assume I had showed it to you, but maybe not.
That would make sense. Maybe you did.
Mm.
Because maybe I just saw the first one or like the second one.
Were the sequels good? Circus Juice says Lawnmower Man was dumb. I thought it was pretty dumb too, but it was entertaining. I mean, it wasn't like high-class sci-fi horror by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, like, what are we talking about here? Of
It was
course
cheesy. It didn't even have like good effects. Like the computer stuff didn't look good. It looked like the I Want My MTV music video.
Yes.
Which I enjoy those kinds of graphics, but it didn't look impressive.
I mean, didn't Lawnmower Man come out in like mid 80s or late 80s?
It came out in the 90s, I think. Let me look.
Or like 1990?
92.
92, okay.
And then 96 came out, the second one came out in 96.
Was this
Beyond Cyberspace.
Okay,
What?
there we go.
Oh.
Beyond
That's what you're asking?
Cyberspace, yeah.
Oh shit, Lawnmower Man was a short story by Stephen King?
Oh.
Son of a bitch. I didn't know that.
Yeah, see, Circuitry thought it was 80s too. For some reason I thought 80s. Maybe it looked like shit in the 90s also, and you're like, this fits better in the 80s.
Yeah, it was a low-budget 1992 movie, so it looked like it was in the 80s. Oh, but you said you heard it has nothing to do with the movie? That's believable, anyhow. I did like the actor who played, what was his name? The Lawnmower Man.
It is wiser
Job.
to retreat.
Yeah, because he was all like religious weird. That actor was in Psycho 3, and that was the first Psycho movie I ever saw.
Oh man.
And yeah, so I like him because of that for some reason. That's an interesting thought there, circuitry. That's probably very possible. Lawnmower Man was only made because of Tron's popularity, because of the computer stuff going into the computer, jacking into the virtual world or whatever. Because they don't like go in like literally like get sucked into a computer, right? They're just like wired up.
Yeah, something like that. And like he's amazing in the virtual world, and he like doesn't want to come out or something.
Yeah. Wait a minute, is it even like as far as being like neurally linked, or wasn't it just like a screen that they were looking into, and it just looked so realistic it felt like they were really in there?
I can't.
Because I do remember them like looking into a viewfinder, like a fucking VR headset. So I don't know. Who knows?
I'll have to rewatch it.
It's a bad movie. I just remember the cyber monkey. He was cool. Oh, so he does like get absorbed into the computer at the end.
Yeah.
His skin is left over like a deflated balloon. Oh my god! Like Judge Doom from Roger Rabbit. Almost said Resident Evil. It could start with an R. That's funny though.
Fighting will accomplish nothing.
Pierce Brosnan made a weird choice being in that one. He was like the only actor that I can recall that was a serious actor in that movie. A-list anyway. He was the main character besides the Lawnmower Man guy. Job.
Your orders, Shion?
But that's like how saying like Steve Guttenberg is the main character of Short Circuit. It's really more like Johnny Five is. I don't remember a cyber sex scene. That's interesting. I remember him taking over a bunch of like appliances, like lawnmowers, and you know, killing people with it. He kills people with like fucking fuel hoses, like at a gas station, and like some other stuff.
Worst movie ever.
Maintenance requested.
I think we could come up with worse movies.
Yeah, like Frailty.
Oh god. That's disgusting.
Sometimes it is wiser to retreat.
It's enough out of you, Jen.
I think you're the only person I ever met, Circuitry, that doesn't like Starship Troopers.
Whoa.
I know they exist out there. You guys all usually group up because you're like that. But everyone else out here likes it.
I didn't know that movie warranted such hatred.
Yeah. There's 3 distinct camps for this movie. It's either you like it because of action, you like it because of the satire, or you hate it because it's stupid. And all of them are very strong, like feelings, all 3 distinctly. The internet has decided. Damn.
Smack.
Put him on the floor.
Mm-hmm. Has 4 HP left.
Why not?
What's that?
Why not get that extra shot in?
Just in case.
I'm pretty sure he was definitely dead by the time Shion got to him. Cosmos killed him, I think. I hope we have enough space at our new place so that I can get Lydia a new, bigger cage, and then I can put another snake in Lydia's current cage.
From the way you were describing it, it sounds like you guys will have a much larger place than what you currently have, right?
Yeah, we should. I think we have about 1,400 square feet.
Hmm.
And we're looking at stuff that's like closer to 17, 18.
That's really good.
Do you have a favorite Christmas movie?
Favorite Christmas movie? I don't know. Maybe not? Do you?
Not like a definitive one. I'd usually just say Nightmare Before Christmas or something.
Okay.
My roommate's making us all watch his favorite Christmas movie next week. It's Jingle All the Way.
Oh. Excellent.
I think it's a pretty funny movie, but it's a bad movie.
I do like Elf.
Elf is funny. That's like one of the only movies that I like with Will Ferrell.
Hmm. Oh yeah, you hate him.
I don't hate him. I just think he's annoying for the most part. I liked him in that movie and Step Brothers, and basically that's it.
Oh man, Step Brothers is so good.
It's just so fucking cartoonish. They're like, it's impossible for people like that to exist in the world. I know it's a hyperbole and all that, but it's like how? Like the whole time my mind is asking how this is possible. So what level are you trying to get to? You said 40?
Yeah, I was thinking about 40.
Right on. Where did we start off at? 30, 31-ish?
Yeah, I was like 31.
Yeah, alright, well, progress is being made. Yeah.
Chugging along.
Yeah. Oh, you got that, Cell toy that I gave from Dragon Ball Z thing, right? That I gave you? I found the Piccolo one that went with it. Hang on. Well, I was cleaning stuff from the arcade.
Oh, nice! I like that one.
Go on! Doing your homework?
Exactly.
I will proceed to eliminate the enemy threat.
Open ether circuit.
Oh, have you ever played Elite Dangerous?
No. I
know where
have
it
heard
is?
of it though. Yeah. Long time ago.
What?
A long time ago, but
Oh, you have played it?
I haven't played it. I've only heard of it.
Oh, okay, okay. I feel like that's the kind of game that she would be into. It's kind of slow and like real like relaxing. Kind of like one of those games where you just kind of fly from place to place and trade commerce and maybe do some mining. There is combat and stuff, but it's
Is it
like,
kind of like EVE Online?
That's why I asked, because I know that you play that, and I think it is kind of like EVE Online, except it's a little EVE Online. You're not like, you don't have like a cockpit view, right? You're just like, you're moving your ship around from a third-person bird's eye view.
I don't know. It's been a long time since I played EVE, and I think that they did add some like third-person type of view perspective to it.
This one, the whole game, well, actually, I think they do have a camera that's behind the ship, for like dogfighting and stuff. But I usually don't even have a ship that is good for dogfighting. I usually end up with like a passenger freighter that also does like mining and shipping, and it's all like in the cockpit. You know, you're piloting like a ship. And it's pretty cool because there's a whole lot of commands for like console, like for the console in your ship. That is like for like landing gear and sensors and targeting and all this kind of stuff. Plotting maps and routes. It's apparently supposed to be every star that's in the Milky Way is in this game and visitable.
Goodness.
And mappable. Yeah. And so there's that too. So you could be an explorer. You get paid for finding new planets and stars and stuff, and like scanning them to see what they're made of and stuff like that. You get paid for that kind of thing.
Made of gas.
You collect gas. You can buy it from stations. Whenever you land, you'll want to refuel. But as you're exploring, you can scoop up fuel from suns. For stars, that is.
Will be a long time before my sword can rest.
It's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
Is it? It's online, right? Like you can play with other people, or no?
You can play with other people, but I never do. I play with on the online server, but I don't stick to the they call it the bubble, I think, or the hub bubble, where most of all the online players hang out. Because if you decide to like go off exploring, there's infinite, you know, directions you can choose, and you're not going to run into anybody. But it's all like kept records of. Say like if someone winds up in some random quadrant of the galaxy that you've never been to, you can see that someone else has discovered it. Whoever discovered it first.
Oh.
And I think they get a little bit of extra money for discovering it first, like in the game. I'm sure by now most people have discovered everything because it's been around for so long. But that was a thing. Or that is a thing.
You need to expand it to another galaxy.
And there's plenty of like within the hub. There's plenty of like factions you can join for this and that. You can do all kinds of. You can do surface missions on the planets. So
that's cool.
There's definitely action and stuff, but I usually end up doing a whole lot of just like easy flying around, mining and trading whatever's valuable by whatever colony I come across.
Are the colonies something that people set up, or?
No, none of that. No, that's all put in there by the game already.
Oh, okay. Because like Eve is a little bit different in that regard.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That was a fairly worthy opponent.
There's also this other thing that I've never really got too far into, but you like, there's like a handful of galactic powers, factions of you know, just groups of people who want things their way, and you join one of them, and you can choose to take missions that will expand your faction's power bubble. You can see it on the map how big it grows in all the systems that it encompasses. So there's that too. And I think that's the main thing that people like use for the online thing, where like they try to make their faction get the most progress in a week or whatever period of time that they set, you know, like seasons or whatever.
Is it subscription based or is it free?
It's free. But after a while, it does kind of feel kind of like a dungeon crawler where there's no end. You're just kind of doing it forever. But it's fun to, you know, go run through it like once or twice, trying out all the ships. It takes a long time to get the money for the ships that you want.
That is very Eve-esque also.
Mm.
And then if you lose your ship, it's very sad.
Oh, you gotta buy insurance on your ship. And when if you crash, you can rebuy your ship for like a discounted price because of the insurance. Or you basically get stuck with like a loaner ship, and so you're all fucked. Like you start from scratch pretty much. It sucks. But you can also have like ships in reserve. Like you don't have to like sell your ship to buy another one. You can just store it. You can just store it, and so you can have another ship to use if you crash one home.
Yeah, like that part's almost exactly like Eve then.
Ah, cool.
You might like Eve.
I've seen it before, and I installed it and played it on the free version, I think. Or maybe I did like a free month trial. It didn't really catch me.
Hey, Gilbert
Gilbert Gaming, what's up?
How's it going?
Welcome back. Yeah, we're on Grindfest 2020. We have this entire stream we haven't been making any progress. We're just making some levels up here because we got our asses kicked last time at the boss.
Fighting will accomplish nothing.
About 80% through. One of our fans says. So once we finish this, maybe the next two episodes after that we'll be through it.
Is this really 80% through the game?
I hope so. It'd be cool, right?
Well, I know this one was shorter than the others, but...
How many hours do we have on this
like
file?
15, 16?
Alright, well... That is true that, your original file that you beat this game on was 30 hours, right?
Yeah, it had
so
like
maybe
30.
So by that logic, it would be closer to 50%, but... I want to believe that we're a little bit further than that.
Hey, Ubicore, welcome back. Yeah, we're blazing through it.
Oh, good, Ubicore, welcome back. Oh, is that how Xenoblade works? There's a lot of combos where you launch them up and juggle them a little bit. Okay, cool.
I'll burn you to a crisp.
This is it.
Doesn't have launch.
Charging.
3 a second to FFX for being the best RPG on PS2. That's a big claim, man.
Oh!
Yes, Final Fantasy X's really good. 12 is really good as well. Would you put 12 behind Xenosaga 3 then? I
12
assume.
behind Xenosaga 3. Well, it's been so long since I played 3. We'll have to get to it again.
So, I assume Ubicore does, because I mean, I guess that's just how numbers work.
No problem.
Damn. Well, I'm excited to see it because I haven't seen an RPG like that in a while.
We'll be there soon.
Hey, hey.
Your orders, Shion?
Kick everything's ass.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Gildan Gaming, you've been running through the Final Fantasies on NES and Super Nintendo. That's quite an undertaking.
Oh yeah, how's that going? Which one are you up to? Empties the clip into him.
It's just so funny how quickly they fall over.
Yeah.
Splat.
There's like a single frame animation to it, and it just.
He has beaten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then also won again with 4 monks. Damn! 4 again in hard mode. PC 3rd edition, a 3D version. Doing 5 now and only with 4 of the jobs. Man, you aren't just running through them. You're
like
going back and redoing it in new ways. That is going deep. No kidding.
Though the first one with 4 monks, that's good. Towards the end of the game, the monk is ridiculously strong.
That's cool, man. Let us know when you start up 6, because I'd be interested. I'll drop in at a couple. I usually don't watch a whole lot of other Twitch streamers. Sorry, guys, but I'll try and drop in on that one every once in a while, because
same here.
I'd be interested to see you play.
I want to watch 6. Or especially 6. I'll watch any of them.
Yeah.
I love Final Fantasy.
Oh, the monks and tactics were the fucking shit. Oh my god, yeah, the Geomancers too. They're cool. The stream picked the 4 jobs? That's cool. I like that. That's a good way to include them, dude. Good work. Oh. Oh, well, that's cool. Cool. I'll still tune in. His wife is gonna play FF6 and 7.
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah. That'd be great to see someone play it for the first time. The world needs more of that. If I could, I would erase everything I knew about the game and start over.
That would be interesting.
I'd like pull a Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind on that fucking game, so I could like redo it because it's so good. Like we've forced ourselves to play like hard mode and stuff to be able to enjoy the game again, you know. Oh, yeah. I mean, how could she not? That's like not having seen Star Wars, but you know, like Vader's his father. Like everybody knows that by now. It's common knowledge, which is unfortunate. But I mean, she'll still enjoy the games, I'm sure.
Could you please allow us through?
Jin asks, Shion fires.
Shion doesn't ask questions.
Do they get the same guy to play the Wishmaster in all the movies, Ben? Do you know?
I don't remember.
Oh man, because his face is so creepy and like cheesy too. He's got like the most over-the-top evil face.
I should look it up. I kind of want to watch that movie.
I'll look it up. I was just telling Ben earlier that I watched The Wishmaster for the first time, so I've got it all on the brain.
It's been so long since I've heard of that movie.
I seriously didn't know that it was about genies or djinn or whatever the hell, and that it was a Wes Craven production. Like, somebody should have fucking told me that. I would have watched it earlier. I also didn't realize that it came out as late as it did. I thought it was like an early 90s, late 80s movie. Alright, this guy's name is Andrew Divoff. And...
May you rest in peace.
Jin Satan Uzuki. It's his reincarnation of Satan.
Alright, yeah, he's in the second one. I think that's it. Oh yeah, he was in the first two, and then he's most known for being on Air Force One. Which is not a great claim to claim. Claim to fame, there it is.
Chain to claim?
Yeah. Can of spam. Yeah, I do not like all these new redesigns for the characters in the second edition, or second episode of this game. Like, it looks worse. They were trying to make it look more realistic, but the PS2 wasn't ready for that, I don't think. I think they should have kept with the anime look.
I like the anime look that they had in the first one.
Yeah. It would make sense that 3 has the best because they went back to the old, you know, style, but improved upon it, which was the right idea. Like, they should have done that from the first place, or in the first place, but, I don't know. It happened eventually, so that's okay. Let's go slog through this one. Loading. They pushed it to the limit. I would hope so, because the battles in this game are annoyingly long. Even though like the moves do go off faster, it somehow still manages to be annoying and long. Especially because of the way it loads. I hate it so much.
That part is weird. Like, at first you think it's broken.
It's like, hello? Hello? Okay, it's going. Circuitry we would be further through on from this of this game if we weren't showing the grinding. So make up your mind.
Oh, yeah, that's why...
We can't hurry up and go slower for you at the same time.
I was normally going to do this offline, but there was increased demand to stream it. To my confusion.
Like, I don't mind doing the grinding on stream either.
I just figured nobody would want to watch it, so I'm like, I'll just do it in between streams.
We just need an extra stream day. Yeah, that's what I need to do to my schedule right now, that I'm trying to work every second I possibly can to afford this move. Let's play more video games.
That's ideal. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Gilded Gaming, we would just have, like, you know, just sit around and shoot the shit, as it were. Because, yeah, we've been doing this exact same loop the entire time, fighting the same enemies over and over.
That's how it works.
It's riveting.
Riveting.
What movies did you watch on your vacation? You were watching some stuff, I'm sure.
What movies did we watch? Let me think. There's maybe more TV shows than movies.
Oh, well, what was that?
But, like Monsterland, what I mentioned earlier.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
that was a new show that my sister recommended. Watched all 4 of the Alien movies.
Fuck yeah!
That's when I texted you that I was mad at the second one, or third one.
Oh yeah, I remember that, yeah. I was drinking at Travis's. So I forgot that a little bit, but yeah, no,
that one always makes me angry.
I mean, that movie has been through, like, so many conversations about how bad it is and why it is that way, and just why it should have never existed.
Well, I'm just pissed that they killed off Newt. I mean, like,
yeah,
she wouldn't have fit on that planet. Yep.
And yeah, the weird thing too that I never understand. You like number 4, right? Alien Resurrection.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks it's so much worse than the third one. Like, somehow, like, it's like everyone agrees that the third one's bad, but some people, like a lot of people, for some reason, think the fourth one sucks just as much. Maybe not like somewhere around the same amount of suckage.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah.
I don't see it. Like, it's great. It's a awesome movie. It's different from the first two, but whatever. The second one's different from the first one.
My favorite one is probably the second one.
My favorite was the first one, but I do see that the second one's better. Like, it's just got more going for it.
More
of a blockbuster. Yeah. They did bigger and better, like, well.
The only thing that I like watching some of the other ones is with each Alien movie, the aliens get more and more slobbery.
Yeah, they just get all juicy and gross.
So, by the fourth one, it's just like a faucet.
Yeah.
They're so drooly.
Their mouths are constantly running, but they're also, like permanently, like, wet all over.
It's probably because they're drooling so much.
You think it's like a cat situation where they're just, like, spreading it around themselves? When no one's watching?
Like, in the third one, they're just covered in drool. Or the fourth one. Each Alien movie, they have more and more drool.
They definitely get juicier as the time goes on. Yeah, the cast is great. got freaking. I always forget the guy's name, but he plays Top Dollar in The Crow. He's awesome. Sigourney Weaver and Winona Ryder are great, and Ron Perlman's in it. He's cool too. Oh, Dan Hidea's in it too. I think that's the only other actor I can name off of that movie.
Miyuki's new invention's not bad at all.
Oh wait, yeah, Brad Dourif's in it. Is that what you're talking about? Peter the Mentat?
Sometimes
Peter?
it is wiser to retreat.
Yeah. The Betazoid. What was his name in that role? I forget his Suitor, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I like that role for him. He was really good in that one.
That was really good.
Yeah.
He makes.
I wish they would have kept his role a little longer in Voyager, because it was just a. I mean, Brad Dourif's the shit. Like, so whenever you have him around, you want to keep him as long as you can. But yeah, it was kind of a short role. But he had a good arc.
Fighting will accomplish nothing.
It'll accomplish experience points and gil if you friggin' had a shop in this game.
There's no way in this game.
Hey, thanks, Gilder Gaming. I don't know. We're not on all the time. We try to keep the schedule, but Ben's going on vacation all the goddamn time. No, I'm about to be moving too, so it is going to be hard to keep a schedule for a little while. But once I am moved, we'll be back in action, and it should be just smooth as shit from then on, I suppose.
Yeah.
We're not trying super hard to push our stuff out there. We'll get our followers eventually.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad if we had more.
Yeah, of course. I just don't want to do all the work to
Yeah.
make it a guarantee. At the moment, I'm busy.
Honestly, I do kind of want to go through our stuff and like touch up some of the thumbnails for the videos and like get some nice artwork.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely something that needs to be done. And I hope I have the time to get it done at some point. Because like I was watching, what was it? To help out my friend who's using the art program. I forget what it was called, Inkscape on Linux. He's using it to use to draw out some knives that he can then blacksmith himself. I was watching some videos on how to use that thing, and it's doesn't seem like it would be very hard to create some simple assets. I just have to learn how to use it. And then there was that other guy that...
Okay, here
What's
we
that?
All just a little bit of time.
Right, right. And then there was that other guy that I showed you a video of, that also has some videos that I haven't checked out yet. He has got videos on how to make like bumpers and transition effects on OBS.
Oh, yeah. I haven't looked at that yet.
Yeah, that's like, if it's easy enough to follow, I can do that myself, and we won't have to pay for stuff yet. But I mean, we could definitely use a good graphic artist for logos and emotes, that kind of stuff. Because I can't do that on my own. There's no way. I can do some like background stuff. I did beat the Plutonia Experiment Gilded Gaming. That was the last episode I did. Finally did it. I beat it on Thanksgiving, actually. Thanks. I'm probably gonna do one more with that Doom. I'm gonna do Nuts.wad, probably, if you know what that is, and then move on to another game. Might do some streams of Doom Eternal. I don't think I'm gonna do the whole game or anything like that. I'll just do like whatever section I happen to be playing at the time, because it's kind of a longer game, especially for me, because like I play on Nightmare, but I'm not exactly. I almost shouldn't even be doing it because I'm like taking forever to get through certain sections. But like I refuse to turn it down. I don't care if it if I spend the entire stream not making any progress, just going over the same thing over and over. I don't care. Like, I'll do it. Like, it doesn't matter. But I don't want to get like 50, videos of no progress, racked up. I'll just do it every once in a while whenever I feel like playing Doom Eternal. I should really get back to finishing some of the games that I've already started. Like Yoshi's Island was the one that I abandoned to play Doom.
Oh yeah.
Your order,
So I should finish that one. But I still want to get into Symphony of the Night.
That would be a good thing to stream.
Or possibly, like, another game that's, Metroidvania-like. Because I've already played Symphony of the Night, and like, by now, there's a lot of other games that are like that I haven't played before. The gaming wants Symphony of the Night. I know Circuitry does, because she likes laughing at the backwards dash thing. It is funny.
May you rest in peace.
I was actually eyeballing the Axiom Verge game. It's only a couple bucks, and I've heard good things about it.
Backward skating for hours.
I kind of do want to play Symphony of the Night again, now that I've seen the Castlevania anime so goddamn much. Like, I feel like it'll just be Castlevania talk for the whole time, talking about the anime and just Castlevania in general. Because they sneak stuff in there from the games into like the background art, or sometimes the foreground art. Like you'll see like a skeleton of like the sometimes in the game you'll find that long like dragon skeleton that shoots out from the wall and shoots fireballs at you. Like they have that like mounted up in the wall somewhere because they beat it already. Right, it is bad game design. Like, I understand why they have it. It's like a dodge button. So like if there's a fireball at you, then like it's the fastest way to dodge it. Sure. So the way to do that is to make it not be like you can't constantly do it as soon as you ended the slide. You have to like wait like half a second or a millisecond or whatever.
Yeah, it's just so you can't.
A delay, yeah. So that you can't take advantage of it being your fastest mode of transportation, because it looks ridiculous.
It is sad that that's the fastest way to move him.
Is that serious? Guilty Gaming and Ocarina of Time running backwards with your shield up is faster than running forwards? Okay, so what I remember doing though is rolling forwards every time I wanted to go somewhere. I would roll there, like roll. Because
I think that's faster than running. Also,
is that faster than doing that too, or is rolling the fastest way? Oh my God! Really? That's funny. Well, backwards is the fastest, so that's ridiculous. And that's one of the problems I have with speedrunning, because you're not playing the game the way the game was meant to be played. You know, like this, it's fun in its own way, but I don't know. It just feels like you're misusing the game to me. Sure, I mean that is a good utility for it. Like if you're just playing the game normally, but you want to get somewhere just a little quicker, I don't really have a problem with that. It's kind of, I mean that's why I use the slide in Symphony of the Night so much, just because it is faster. But I'm not trying to speed run, you know. I'm not looking for every little tiny shortcut there is. Just go in reverse the whole time. Big rigs it.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. What... Big rigs. Or you could get infinite speed by just driving in reverse.
Infinite acceleration. Right, yeah, because you can like squeeze yourself through a random wall or fall through a fucking floor, and then all of a sudden you're at the end of the game or something like that. Like, yeah, that's silly.
So I thought there was something like that in The Legend of Illusion of Gaia.
Hmm.
There was some overflow style glitch.
Okay.
Where it involved some spiders and like spider webs and a certain amount of textures on the screen, and doing something, and like it would warp you to the end of the game, I think.
Because there was just too much information on the screen at one time for the shit to handle, and it freaks out.
Well, I think it's where it puts stuff in memory, or where it tries to access it from.
Oh, okay.
So I think what happens, something must overflow, and then it tries to interpret something, and where you end up is just the end of the game. So it's total, like, luck of the draw, but
I see.
That someone figured it out. I've never done it, I've only seen videos of it.
I only believe in speedrunning for racing games. I do remember in Mario Kart 64 there was a couple of like really cheap shortcuts that I sometimes would take and sometimes I would not, especially if I was like trying to well, I guess no, when I was racing against you we would always try to do the shortcuts.
Oh, 100%. Because
I mean, if you're both agreeing on the shortcuts, that's fine, but like if somebody doesn't know how to do it, it's really not fair or fun. But there was a few shortcuts that I learned of later on where like they're not like normal. They like the one with Wario's racetrack, you like jump over the wall and then you're just on the track. There's one I think in like Donkey Kong's where you like push yourself into this random corner and it glitches and it warps you to like the end of the level.
Oh.
And it gives you like a free lap basically.
Oh, I want to see that.
Yeah, I can't remember if it might have been Donkey Kong's, but I think it was one of the later ones.
One of my favorite
really
ones
used.
was on Rainbow Road, where you jump
Yeah.
that massive gap. And
Yeah,
you're
that one was hard to do.
That one was tricky.
It was a very risky one because you would either make it and be very, very far ahead of everybody, or you would spend like 30 seconds falling to just be put back.
Well, and the worst thing that can happen is you make it, but you bounce, and then you bounce off.
Oh yeah,
That happens.
and you bounce
too.
off.
Mm-hmm.
That happens, yeah.
Enemy analysis complete. They are insignificant.
Yeah, Gilded Gaming. We were just Gilded Gaming was just talking about what we were talking about, the racetrack on Rainbow Road. Yeah, I think that he said something else just now. Like they put the final room by the starting room in this Game Boy Advance, I think. Castlevania game, and like. Yeah, there's walls and stuff separating them, but it's so close. Like you would think that if somebody was able to figure out how to glitch, like they would just warp to the end of the game. Like you should put it like on the other end of the map, the computer map or whatever you call it. Like, you know, like so it's not like that easy to get to accidentally. I don't know if that makes any sense.
I think of like where it physically is on the map doesn't make sense as much as like what are the chances of you ending up there through exploiting memory somehow.
Okay, so it doesn't have to do with actual physical distance.
I don't think it matters.
On the map.
No.
But I mean, on this one it did because they were able to glitch through the ceiling.
Yeah.
And go straight to the thing. Oh yeah, Gilded Gaming. That lightning bolt power up is the most evil one that there is, pretty much, because it can really screw you over on jumps.
Overestimated enemy threat. My data
You just
must
wait,
be updated.
and then haha, screw you. Take half the course over again, sucker. We definitely played a lot of Mario Kart 64.
Oh yeah.
Your orders, Shion?
And we played so much of it on that little crappy TV of yours with only one audio cable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like one audio channel, that is. So like when we played two-player games, for the most part, the second player's audio wouldn't be there at all because it would all carry through the left channel instead of the right.
That's correct.
Yep. And for a lot of N64 games, you couldn't put it on mono, so a lot of those games were half the audio wasn't there. But we didn't care.
No.
It wasn't that big of a deal. Yeah, circuitry, those Tron tubes are a lot more fun to look at. That's a pretty funny thing, Gilded Gaming. I can't lose, I'm not trying, I'm just screwing you all up. I like the way she thinks. That's funny. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you get all the good stuff when you're in last place.
Yup.
Data must be updated.
The blue
Sometimes
shell.
you gotta ask yourself, is if playing by the rules is all that fun or not? Sometimes it's more fun to just say, fuck it, I'm gonna wreak havoc on everyone else. Holy shit, we only got about 10 minutes left.
Can we gain one more level?
Can we do it?
Probably not. Maybe.
Not with that attitude.
I can't just make them give me more experience.
Actually, I think we'll have to do a little bit more grinding next stream circuitry because we were trying to get to about level 40, and we're at like level 36.
I could just do that off stream.
Sometimes
I guess
it is
so.
wiser to retreat.
I mean, unless circuitry wants to watch this again.
Give me all the grinding. Yeah, we get a little column A, get a little column B. We got some grinding in. You should just stream it when you do it. Yeah, just get it on stream, Ben. Works for me.
See ya, Gilded Gaming.
Oh, later, dude. Thanks for dropping in. Ow. Huh. That would be ridiculous.
What?
That's she said you could make the video run 4x and speed talk like chipmunks. That would sound like Chip from Chip and Dale.
Well, that would be perfect.
Die.
Fighting will accomplish nothing.
Oh, that was actually a ton of experience. Maybe they can do it.
Cool. What?
Just, Knob's comment.
Oh.
Fighting gets you XP, Jin.
Your orders,
Fucking
Shion?
jackass.
Lydia wanted to say hi since she just shed. She's nice and shiny and new.
Brand new.
New snake. Hello. She is hungry. She's gonna get a big fat mouse tomorrow.
May you rest in peace.
Alright, Cosmos is at 2,000. Go fight Albedo. Never. He's too hard. Actually, we probably put up a good fight, but...
Ouch.
Time to put Snake away. You rambunctious.
So predictable. No problem.
No problemo. Oh, did we level up? I missed the
No.
XPs.
5,600.
Oh, well.
41 and 54. Almost 38 and 37? Yeah. I don't know why Jin's behind a level. Like
Wrangler.
Almost exactly so. But I'll probably get him over to 40 by tomorrow, and then we'll be all set.
Cool. You gonna call it here then?
I think so.
Alright. Well, thanks for joining Grindfest. We're gonna end up calling this.
The story will continue next time.
Alright guys, yeah, we'll be back on Tuesday. The normal schedule resumes. Fun for the whole
Fun
family.
for the whole family, it definitely is. Thanks,
All right,
everybody.
Thanks, guys. See ya.